Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KeepAdventure.com, out here today to tell you about the 2024 Red Oktober Kalashnikov Championship. So what is it? Well, as the name would imply, it is happens in October, and it is a shooting competition largely involving AKs, rock and lock style, magazines, things like that. So with it, you have a number of different divisions. You have a light and heavy irons, meaning either 5.45, 5.56, or heavy, basically 7.62 by 39 or anything above that. And irons as well as, I guess, light and heavy optics, are the same thing. AKs, things like that, or I guess Galeals too, because they rock and lock. And then you have a couple other divisions to include Gulag, where you can pretty much run whatever you decide to bring. Just kind of a fun competition side. And so with that in mind, I ended up going there actually back in 2022. Had a ton of fun, shot in a couple different divisions. They also have like some kind of side things like Trooper, where basically have to run full kit, which is I think what I did back in 2022. Did not do that this year. And as far as some, I guess, other side things, there's also After Dark. So a night match where you end up shooting, I want to say 6 of the 8 total stages. You actually shoot at night. 2 different divisions for that. Either you're running a white light or you're shooting under knots. So IR laser, illuminator, whatever you want. You can shoot passive if you want, but under night vision. Tons of fun. So shot it back in 2022. 2023, there was some sort of like mix up. One of the ranges I think closed where they were going to hold it. Last minute, they weren't able to do it. They were back 2024. So ended up going down there to Las Vegas, held at the Pro Gun Club and shooting Red Oktober. For my own part, I actually shot the match in 2 different divisions, 3 I guess, shot 3 matches, shot the night match also. So the way it was set up, you could either shoot the entire match on Friday if you want to shoot in one day, or you could shoot either the morning or the afternoon on Saturday and Sunday respectively. So shoot all in one day or come back for Saturday and Sunday shooting either in the morning or afternoon block. And then you could also shoot the night match. So I ended up shooting the entire match on Friday in one division, and then I shot another division Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and then Saturday night I shot the night match, which made for not very much sleep between shooting that and then getting up to do it all over again or shoot the rest of it on Sunday morning, like 5 hours sleep, something like that. But at any rate, Friday shot the entire match in the division or Gulag division, which was really fun because you get to bring and shoot whatever you want. So for my own part, I actually ended up bringing my Scar 20 that has been completely modified at this point. If you want to see the loadout, like full breakdown of that, but that was actually a lot of fun to shoot through that competition. 100% like not ideal for the type of shooting we were doing. Like honestly, a lot of those stages, like you could shoot it with a pistol, but it was a carbine match, like largely AKs. And here I was with the Scar 20 shooting in 6.5 Creedmoor, and man, like definitely had to earn it. And not the fastest gun at all for that, but it was really fun, and it gave me the opportunity to shoot through something that was kind of suboptimal for how I was using it, but absolutely worked. And it was really fun just getting to shoot through the stages with that gun. Takeaways: probably don't bring that gun to Red Oktober. Honestly, the gun, like, not a huge hindrance, definitely heavy with that D50 in there. The optic, totally suboptimal for what we were doing at those close distances. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was just fun shooting that. I then spent the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, in the morning part, shooting in the light optics division. Really fun. I was actually shooting a borrowed 5.56 AK, and that thing was really cool. Actually had the Surefire RC3 on there. Things sounded amazing. And definitely a completely different experience, largely shooting that compared to the Scar 20 and 6.5. And yeah, just really fun. Again, getting to shoot through all those different stages. And then with that same setup, I actually shot the night match too. White light, ended up using the, I guess it was the Surefire Turbo or Turbo Scout light. And again, shooting, I guess, 6 of the 8 stages. Tons of fun shooting through that. Something else cool at Red Oktober was kind of a vendor area. So you had a number of bays basically set up for those vendors before you actually got to where the match was starting. And whether it was magazine manufacturers or some like custom AK builders, to include just other gun companies, whole different setups that you could go through and actually check out a number of different guns. You could even shoot some of them, which is pretty cool. Rifle Dynamics was there. Of course, hey, do you want to shoot this? Yeah, I absolutely want to shoot that. So ended up shooting one of their full auto 9mm. Thing's a ton of fun to shoot. And yeah, it was pretty cool, to include some suppressor companies. Really fun just getting to walk through there and actually get to put hands on stuff. If maybe you'd seen something, never actually like put hands on it, you would go check it out and maybe even shoot it. So pretty fun little vendor area. Coming away from it, what are my thoughts on Red Oktober? Well, Red Oktober 2024 is not the same Red Oktober 2022. It is definitely different by design. And so I actually had the opportunity to talk to the match director, and idea being, he wants to take it in the direction of actually making a legitimate rifle competition centered around AKs, which in the shooting world, there really isn't. Like, there might be like a small division in some other match or something like that for someone to shoot an AK, but there really isn't any AK-centered, like, legitimate shooting competition. And this absolutely was that, both from the stage design perspective as well as the scoring perspective. And so, yeah, definitely different. Because if you look at prior to this, Red Oktober Kalashnikov Championship was like half shooting competition, half just kind of like cosplay dress up. I'll be honest, man, AK people are weird people, and I love it. It's a ton of fun. Like, people go out, no one shoots an AK because they're like, man, this is the way, like the most efficient platform. No, an AK is like driving a manual transmission. AR is like driving an automatic transmission. Like, you will never drive a manual transmission as well as a modern automatic transmission, but they're really fun to drive. Same thing, like AKs are just fun to shoot. They're not incredibly efficient, but the way, or with that, like, what you have is a culture around AKs. They're just like, let's go have fun, man. I mean, there was actually a couple in my squad. I think I was shooting the first day. Keep in mind, it's like 95 degrees out there in the desert in Las Vegas. Boom, tracksuit. Black, white stripes, both of them matching. I'm like, man, you guys are dedicated. And you saw that with a number of people out there, like, just having fun with it. Full-on Russian get up from like different time periods or different camouflage patterns. Yeah, just having a lot of fun with it. However, this year, like, it was 100% like a shooting competition. This also played out in scoring. So this year they used hit factor, which honestly, I still don't understand. It's a bunch of math. It is basically a formula to find the razor's edge of human performance in shooting. That's kind of what it comes down to. There's a bunch of math involved. And the way it kind of works also is like grading on a curve. So if you think back to high school, college, maybe junior college days, you might have a class where it's graded on a curve because it's a really difficult class. So whoever came in at the top of your class, they really had like a B- as far as points possible, and everything's graded off that. So their B- is now the A+. It helps everyone else in the class because maybe a really hard subject, which is fine, unless the people that came in first actually got a legitimate A+ because they're amazing, which is exactly what happened. I want to say first and second, like the top people, like legitimate, like super high level competition. Shooters like go compete at the highest level in the world. They came here and completely crushed it. What that meant is, man, everyone else got crushed because they set the bar so high for pretty much every stage. And something that was weird that I found out later with respect to practice score is it only goes over like 1 decimal point or something like that. And so the way hit factor works is you're essentially graded on a percentage of that top person. And there was such a massive disparity between the bar they set and other people's performance on some of the stages. It just, like, it wouldn't go out to that next percentile in practice score. Like, it would not math out in there. So you had these blocks on certain stages of people that just got a 0 because it couldn't actually differentiate like where they came in. It was just like, oh, these people all got 0, like alphabetical order. Because again, like it would not math out far enough because of how high the bar was. How did it play out for me? Well, kind of in the middle of the pack. I think I came in 84th overall out of the entire match, out of like 200 and something competitors, and then also 95th. So 84th shooting the light optics, and then 95th again overall the entire match shooting in the Gulag division. And then within those divisions, I think I was like 32nd or 33rd out of 60 something for light irons light optics. And then in the Gulag division came in 2nd place out of like 5 or 6 people. It was fun, but yeah, basically came in roughly in the middle of the pack. Still don't understand hit factor the way I actually approached it, because one, I'm paying for ammo and I actually want to take home ammo to shoot another day. And I was just like, yeah, don't understand this. I'm going to do my thing. Basically going through shooting K-zones. So essentially shooting people in the face. So it was either 1 in the face or 2 anywhere. I forget the type of targets they used. And again, gets mathed out, figured out into whatever, but that's pretty much how I ended up shooting through things. Definitely saved me a lot of ammo, like shot half the ammo I otherwise would have. The other thing that was actually, occasionally it bit me. Occasionally I'd go through though and I'd shoot and I'd be like, that did not break where I wanted it to break, and I would follow it up. There were other times where I would come across, break the shot, move on, and I ended up missing to where, like, I don't think I necessarily would miss wholesale, but it would be like right outside that K zone. It was still alpha, but it would get marked as alpha mic because you need 2 alphas or 2 anywhere to neutralize it. So occasionally it bit me, but largely got a lot of K shots. So overall, pretty fun. For my own part, how was the competition? Well, first and foremost, like, I had fun out there. It was a good time. And something I always enjoy about stuff like that is getting to, one, get to see old friends. I was actually out there, got to meet up with PSR, print, shoot, repeat, shoot with him. He actually shot some of the night match with me. It's fun hanging out. And you also get to meet new people that you had never met before, which is also just really cool. Just different people that these competitions bring together. And as far as what I was expecting, I was honestly expecting the old Red Oktober, and I got the new Red Oktober, which is cool because, one, it was an opportunity to shoot like a legitimate rifle competition, which I honestly rarely do, and introduction to that scoring system, which I still don't understand. Like, it's starting to make a little bit of sense to me, but no, I mean, big picture, I had fun. It definitely was a different competition from what it was before. But I think moving forward, they're going in the direction they want. And I think that's a great thing because there's nothing else doing this for AKs, like for that platform. So yeah, if this is something you're interested in, I would encourage you to go check it out. But as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.